is if we were in a court of law, I'm bringing in the next piece of evidence to prove this Romans chapter 14. So in Genesis chapter 7, go ahead and pick it up in verse 1. And when you get there, go ahead and read it.
And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark. For thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation.
Go ahead.
Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by two.
Okay, so look. Now, look, we're going to go over to chapter 9. I got to prove to you, Noah hadn't eaten an animal yet. Like, now, I don't know what the other people done did, because these people was wicked. They might ate each other, all I know, I can care less. But Noah hadn't eaten an animal yet, okay? Yet, clean and unclean was deciphered. Already. Said, of the clean, you're going to take them by sevens. By the unclean, we're going to take them by two. Now we're going to go to Genesis 9, because we're going to see when we start eating people. I mean, not people. We start eating animals. We ain't eating people. I hope y'all ain't eating people. Genesis chapter 9. When you get to verse 1, go ahead.
And God blessed Noah and his sons,
Yes,
and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things.
All right, so look, he had already given us the green herb. You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about the smoking weed herb. We're talking about just the food. Yeah, as I know, right? So, you know what I'm saying? He's not talking about, we talking about what you eat. Now, you know, it's not an abomination to smoke anything. That's not in the Bible. It wouldn't be smart for you to just go take your crack pipe and start smoking it either. That should be an abomination to you. There is no law written on it in the Bible. They wasn't walking around, thou should not smoke crack cocaine. You know, wasn't even thought about. But you know, man, God ain't making no stupid people. All right. So at any rate, though, but the herb he talking about was vegetation that you can eat. So basically, he was saying every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you now. It says every moving thing that liveth shall be meat. Now, that means we can eat, I don't know, squirrel now. No, we already, first of all, ain't that many animals, y'all. We only put on the ark the unclean by twos. So let's take the pig. So it's a total of 4 pigs on the ark.
2.
No, 4. The male and his female. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's 7 of the clean male and his female. Okay, so we got 4 pigs on the ark. And it's 8 of it's 8 of them total. Yeah, 3 sons, Noah, wives. So it's 8 of them. Like if they eat the male pig or the female, we done with that whole. It's like so that's not what they was on. That's why he told them, give me the 7, put them on here clean, and the unclean by 2. Okay? But right here is when we begin to eat meat. And it says, every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb. So let me ask you something. Can y'all eat every green herb? Right. It's some green herb that you eat, you will die.
Right.
Right. So then, but he just said every meat is good, just like every green herb. Like we ain't walking around here eating every herb. You know what ones to eat and what not to eat. Same thing with the meats. Okay? But go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 4. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat.
We do not eat living creatures. Like if you don't eat, like, you know, it just said, this is what it said. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof. So we're not going to eat the blood, number 1. But we're not going to just like, all of a sudden, I'm hungry, so I'm just going to start eating that shine feed. While he's alive. Let alone while he dead. Like, we're not going to eat the raw. You know, like, if we didn't say all this, somebody going to be dumb enough to do it. You know what I mean? Somebody going to, matter of fact, we done said it. It's been written. And they still dumb enough to do it. All right? But go ahead, keep going.
And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it.
So now Well, prior to them getting on the ark, from what I'm understanding and reading, it says, "And surely your blood of your lives will I require at every beast, will I require it, and at the hand of man, and at the hand of every brother will I require the life of man." Basically, what he's saying is, like, yeah, now they coming at you now. The animals, like the lions, the tigers, and the bears. Before you could like hold their head and tell them, like how it's gonna be in the kingdom. You can tell them what to do. Now you try to tell a lion what to do if you want to. You better have some skills with that. You know what I mean? Or you try to. I'm still trying to figure, man, the bears. Like, how come y'all can't run from bears? I don't get that. Why is y'all out there with the bears? I don't get that one either. So, at any rate, though, we see here that the clean and unclean is established all the way back here in Genesis, and what you can and cannot eat. And we see words like everything is cool, but you know everything is not cool. You understand that. We see things here that say clean and unclean. So everything doesn't have to be eaten. All right? Y'all not going to go take the snail and grab them out the corner and just talk about I'm hungry and start eating. That's nasty. All right? Now let's go back to Romans 14. We're not going to be on this all day. Romans chapter 14. Back to where we started. And we're going to pick it up at verse 1 again. And we're just going to run through it. And when you get there, go ahead and read.
Him that is weak in the faith receive ye, but not to doubtful disputations. Right. For one believeth that he may eat all things.
So like me, and it's funny because I was just talking to Josh a couple weeks ago. I was like, "Josh, you about to be a vegetarian?" He's like, I got a piece of lamb in my hand right now. He's like, "Man, meat, I like meat. Like, I'm going to eat meat. I love meat. Steak." So he said, "Him that is weak in the faith receive, but not to doubt. For one believe he may eat all things." That's me. I feel like I can eat whatever I want to eat. We talking about within the law, though.
That's right.
Within the dietary law. Because, like, I don't want to eat roaches. Like, that's not a food to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like that, like saying that is like saying a person. Like, you guys aren't food to me. So when I can say I can eat everything, I'm not talking about something that's not food. The dietary law has established in my way of thinking what food is.
That's right.
It was established in Paul's way of thinking what food is. So therefore, when he said eating all things, he's talking about all things that we can eat. Because again, if we say all things, then we're talking about, you're talking about animals, you're talking about all kind of weird, you're talking about everything. So that's not what was going on. So he said, for one believe he may eat all things. What about another?
Another who is weak eateth herbs.
So you got one. Now look where this is the contrast. The other is a vegetarian. You see? So we can't take one extreme, the vegetarian, and the other extreme and say, oh, this is somebody who's eating everything, including pork and shrimp. Like, nah, we dealing with the Bible. These people don't eat pork in the Bible. That's not a question in their world or in their thinking. It is like eating a human being. If I brought 2 barbecue fingers, you're going to be looking at me like I'm stupid. Probably call the police. I would, on myself. What verse are we at?
Verse 3. Let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not.
All right, so look. I eat meat. Chris done got extra. Chris is like, yo, the reason we got cancer, right, is because we've been eating meat. And blah. No, seriously, it's not Chris, but I'm saying this is a spiel that comes. You know, you can make your life live longer. And look, I ain't knocking no vegetarian. Like, I be watching the vegetarian bodybuilders and, there's some athletes who vegetarian. Like, I'm not saying that your body can't perform. I'm just an old school meat and potato guy. So, look, God said I can eat it, so it's good with me. There's some theories out there. Oh, this is how man days got cut short. No, it's not. God said they were going to get cut short.
That's right.
Period, point blank. That's just the end, like, you know what I mean? Like, just the end of it. Because I'm going to tell you something. In my theory, now we're talking my thoughts, I think they was eating meat before they got on the ark. Them people was living a long time back then. When I say I think they was eating meat, I'm saying not necessarily the sons of God was eating meat. I'm saying the people that was there, period. It was hundreds, thousands, millions of people. I'm sure they was eating some meat. And them people seem to be living a long time based off of how we read the scripture. So I don't think they got nothing to do with why we live shorter lives than we used to. The reason we live shorter lives than we used to because the Lord said, if you make it to 70, you blessed. So that was it. Sin is the reason for death. So at any rate, Verse 3. Go ahead, read that again.
Let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not.
So don't let me despise Brother Chris, because Brother Chris, we having a barbecue, Chris. You can't come. We ain't putting no barbecue corn on the grill. That ain't meat, bro. Only meat getting on the grill. Like, no, we ain't gonna despise him. I'm gonna be like, bro, I got you, man. We got that vegetarian lasagna. You know what I'm saying? We got a sister in the back that's working on vegetarian spaghetti, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, come, you welcome. Like, I had a brother, we grew up, in the word, and I remember when he turned vegan on me. I was like, dang, we can't even have dinner no more. You know what I'm saying? This ain't even finna work. No more barbecues, nothing. But what it's saying is, look, for me not to despise that brother. That's what the Bible is saying. Let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not. Go ahead.
And let not him which eateth not judge him that eateth.
Right, so he not literally like, yeah, man, that's why you gonna die, bro. Because you still eating your lambs. That's why your blood pressure high. All that crazy stuff. Like, this is what could be going on between he and I if we despise one another based off of. Now, it's all within the realm of keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Now, keep going. We're going to see some more in this chapter. Go ahead.
For God hath received him. Who art thou that judgeth another man's servant?
Right, how is it that I'm going to tell this man, he a vegetarian, praising God, like, bro, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, or how's he, like, he's not here to serve me. Like, he's here to serve God. So he don't want to eat meat. Who cares? Why should I care?
Right.
And if God gave me a dietary law, why should he care? God controls life and death. Not, bacon, egg, and cheese.
Amen.
It don't. I'm sorry. Not even the pork, bacon, egg, and cheese. We like to sit here and chop it up with people. Yeah, that's why our people get high blood pressure, man. Look, we get high blood pressure because of sin. It don't matter. We got the plagues of Egypt on us. If people eat pork and don't get high blood pressure. So, we can say that, but that ain't all the way right, though.
Right.
But at any rate, verse 4 says, who art thou that judges a man's servant? Keep reading.
To his own master he standeth or falleth.
Right, I'm standing to God and he's standing to God. Whether he eat meat or not, or not, we doing this to our guys, not to one another.
Right.
Like, this ain't got nothing to do. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with with JD. It's cool. I don't eat meat. Like, it's between you and God.
Word.
All right, and that's what it's saying. That when people doing stuff, it's between them and God. You ain't got an opinion on it. That's the bottom. We're gonna get to some more. Go ahead.
Yeah, he shall be holding up, for God is able to make him stand.
Now watch this one.
One man esteemeth one day above another.
Yeah, like happy birthday. I call it born day, just to get out the tradition, to be honest with you. And I know that some people catch on to it. Because the day you was born, happy birthday is such a tradition, and I just try to stay away from that. The candles, I don't mess with that. Y'all be messing with the sun god and the light god.
No, sir.
And all that. But take me out to eat, sure. Buy me some new sneakers or something. I don't care. Do something nice for me. What's wrong with that? It's something. Are we sinning if you decide? You see, I keep saying me, my birthday, August 29th for everybody. That's just no, but seriously though, and when you do something for somebody, ain't nothing wrong with that, and it's cool to honor them on their day of birth. We're happy, especially my generation, we happy to get past what it was, 18, 21, and 25. Because them the numbers they said you weren't going to reach it past. So, when my birthday get here, and man, whenever I do make it to 50, I'm going to be geeked. Because I didn't think I was going to see that one. Ooh, and if I get to catch a 65 piece, because the men in my family don't live that long. So I got some things to look forward to when we start talking about birthdays. You know what I'm saying? All giving honor, though, to my God. Because like I said, and this brother agreed, hey, they told me I wasn't going to make it to 18. So when my birthday come around, man, I'm like, man, thank you, Jesus. Now, what's so wrong with that? Now, keep reading, though.
Another esteemeth every day alike.
Now, Chris, on the other hand, I'm just picking with you today.
It's all good.
Chris, on the other hand, he like, bro, y'all tripping, man. Y'all worshiping one another, celebrating birthdays. You know what I'm saying? So he like, they should all just be, or not even that deep. Chris is like, man, I don't even want to go that deep, man. I'm cool. I don't have to. It's just another day to me. You know what I'm saying? I thank God every day I get up. It just don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all right, appreciate it. But I don't really celebrate birthdays. We know people like that in the world. All right? So he says, one man esteem one day above another, and another esteem every day alike. But what do it say, Brother Chris?
Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind.
That's the rule to the game, that everybody got to be persuaded in their own mind. That's what I was telling the young sister. Like, I can help you see it a little more. But at the end of the day, when you read the Bible, it is about what you see. Because God is speaking to you. Okay? Now, keep reading.
He that regardeth the day regardeth it unto the Lord.
Right, so the one like me, like we was talking about the birthday, like I'm thinking God. Go ahead.
And he that regardeth not the day to the Lord, he doth not regard it.
Right, and he said, like, man, God made all the days. Like, we still own the Lord.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I shouldn't be judging this dude. He shouldn't be judging me. This is what this is about here. Go ahead, keep reading.
He that eateth, eateth to the Lord,
Yes.
for he giveth God thanks. And he that eateth not to the Lord, he eateth not, and giveth God
Right,
thanks.
so he's saying, like, whether you eat meat, so he jumped back to that subject. Whether you're a vegetarian or not, it's to God.
Right.
And it ain't got nothing to do with you, so why you got an opinion about it? Mm-hmm. That's what he said. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Whether this man want to eat meat or not. It just means that at the barbecue, there'll be more for us. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead, keep reading.
For none of us liveth to himself, and no man dieth to himself. For whether we live unto the Lord. And whether we die unto the Lord. Whether we live therefore or die, we are the Lord's. For to this end Christ both died and rose and revived, that he might be Lord both of the dead and living.
That's deep. Keep going.
But why dost thou judge thy brother?
Right, that's what we're getting at. Why? And see, when we start talking about judging your brother, like, look at this situation. It's like, oh, well, we celebrate birthdays. You know, you go into that whole spiel and or tangent, and now it's like you judging me about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's only because it ain't what you doing. Because you can't read nowhere in the Bible that I can't take my mother out on her birthday, the day that she was born. And we gotta recognize that there's too many ages in the Bible. So we gotta know. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way we know the age I'm at right now if I ain't been keeping up with birthdays.
Right.
All right?
Then, or why dost thou set at naught thy brother? For we shall all stand before the judgment seat of Christ.
Right? Like, man, Christ gonna be the ultimate judge. So, you know, you dig what I'm saying? Like, why is you trying to judge? Keep reading.
For it is written, as I live, saith the Lord, every knee shall bow to me.
Right, he's saying Christ's gonna ultimately judge, so just like it's written, everybody's gonna bow down to Christ. Go ahead.
And every tongue shall confess to God. So then every one of us shall give account of himself to God.
Now notice what they say. You understand that every one of us will give an account of himself to God. Whether you get up at the first resurrection or not. Like, if you get up at the first resurrection, that means you have given an account of yourself to God. He's going to judge every last one of us, period, point blank. Keep reading on.
Let us